A regular fuel station is essentially a big tank in the ground with some pumps and pipes to get the fuel to the nozzles. Vastly simplified, I know, but that's the basics. Every now and again, a tanker comes along and dumps a few thousand litres of fuel into the tank. Easy. Now compare and contrast this with the complexity of an EV charging station, which requires a dedicated, permanent and expensive connection to the electricity grid, perhaps a battery energy storage system as well to cope with peaks in demand, also wildly expensive, and charging stalls that require complex and expensive electronics and vast cooling systems, again very expensive. And believe it or not, this is one of the factors that is contributing to the stubbornly high price of, you guessed it, petrol. Infuriating. Welcome back to MGUY, British engineer and lawyer, now Sydney-based YouTuber. If you'd like to support this channel and display your anti-EV credentials to your Tesla-owning neighbours at the same time, why not buy some awesome MGUY merchandise like this mug, this baseball cap, or this t-shirt. Each high-quality item sports the MGUY No EVs sign, and they're all made to order. Perfect for irritating the hell out of your local EV zealots. Visit store.mguy.tv or click the link in the description to check out the full range of products. And of course, you can always just buy me a coffee. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. When a filling station spends millions to install charging stations, it can take years for those costs to be repaid. Numerous charging companies have already gone out of business because of this, combined with a lack of real demand. And so once again, the government is frequently having to use other people's money to subsidize their construction. In the US, Donald Trump looks to have given up trying to freeze almost $1 billion set aside by Sleepy Joe to roll out EV chargers in the United States, as Politico reports. Trump budges on freezing funds for EV charging. 14 states are now eligible for $875 million after the Attorney General didn't appeal a court order freeing the funds. The Trump administration may have relented this week in its effort to freeze $875 million of federal funds to build electric vehicle charging stations. The US Attorney General's office on Tuesday declined to appeal a court order from last week that freed a variety of states, from California to Rhode Island, to draw money halted in the first month of the Trump presidency. At stake is a fraction of the $2.7 billion that states had been expecting as part of the National Electric Vehicle Infrastructure (NEVI) program, which was created by the 2021 Bipartisan Infrastructure Law. The Biden administration designed the program to put chargers every 50 miles on major highways. The Attorney General's Office of Washington State, which led the lawsuit, said in a statement to Politico's E&E News, "Now that the injunction is in effect, we expect the Trump administration to promptly comply with the order as we move our infrastructure programs forward." But the Federal Highway Administration, which administers the program and is a defendant in the case, suggested on Wednesday that its fight isn't over. The Department of Transportation, which oversees FHWA and is also a defendant, still can appeal the preliminary injunction and is currently coordinating its legal strategy with the Department of Justice, FHWA said in a statement to Politico's E&E News. I mean, this just gives you an idea of the vast sums involved in rolling out this kind of infrastructure. And it's all public money that could be spent on schools and hospitals. And private enterprise isn't touching it with a barge pole. They know how toxic EV charging stations really are. But in the UK, a report has revealed that installation of EV chargers is, ironically, one of the reasons keeping petrol prices higher than they should be. Petrol prices are staying high and fuel firms blame EV chargers. The Competition and Market Authority's new report shows wide retailer margins continue to keep fuel prices high. Spiralling operating costs, including the installation of EV chargers, is pushing up petrol prices. That's the view of the fuel industry following a report by the UK's competition regulator, which called out historically wide retailer margins. In its quarterly update on the fuel sector, the Competition and Markets Authority, CMA, set out how the cost of fuel remains stubbornly high despite having dipped in recent months. At the time of writing, petrol sits at an average of £1.34 per litre, while diesel costs around £1.41 per litre. Part of the reason for these lofty prices are wide retailer margins, which, between January 2024 and March this year, averaged as much as 9.2% and 8.1% for standard retailers and supermarkets respectively. This, the CMA says, cost drivers an extra £1.6 billion over the course of 2023 compared with 2019, and that figure won't have gone down much in 2025, given that margins have remained by and large the same. However, while the CMA's 2023 market analysis suggests that operational costs weren't originally a factor in the increased margins, the Petrol Retailers Association, PRA, insists that rises in the national living wage, business rates and energy prices, and a surge in forecourt crime are all forcing firms to keep prices high. Interestingly, however, the PRA says that the installation of EV chargers is one of the greatest financial burdens in this regard. The organisation's executive director, Gordon Balmer, told Auto Express that despite the high margins associated with dispensing electricity via EV chargers, PRA members are finding charging points take a long time, as long as 8 to 10 years, to recoup the initial cost associated with them. In fact, in some areas of the country, it can cost £1.2 million just to ensure a correct level of power is being delivered. Well, I'd have to query whether there are in fact high margins associated with dispensing electricity, as demand charges, i.e. payments based on peak power demand, can be significant and eat into profits, especially when you're talking in terms of megawatt capacities. But the £1.2 million figure is the reality of installing fast chargers. The charging conundrum dictates that if you want to provide half a dozen stalls with 300 kilowatts charging each, you need a 2 megawatt connection to the grid. Plus, the actual cost of the chargers themselves can be hundreds of thousands of pounds. And if you cheap out on the connection and only get a fraction of that, the charging times will increase dramatically as the number of EVs plugging in at the same time increases, and fewer people will want to use your facility. It's a catch-22. But our lords and masters have already picked their winner and determined that, in accordance with official net zero orthodoxy, electric cars with charging stations are what we must all drive in the future, irrespective of what the car-buying public thinks. When or if this utopian vision for the future collides with reality is a matter yet to be determined. Thanks very much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any tips or stories, go there. If you'd like to watch another video, go there. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, go there. And please subscribe to the channel.